What's going on, all of YouTube? I'm your host, Leon Gunsel, and we are live from the Darknet. Introduce yourselves. And Dredral, that Norwegian guy, and Stoopy. Is that how you pronounce your name? Stoopay.
It's not my fault you never played Persona. You should fix that right now. Right now.
Okay.
Persona is a goddamn endurance challenge.
First article that we are going to be discussing today is something that just is plain stupid. Apple, they're releasing a limited edition Apple Watch that starts at $10,000. It is made of solid gold. The cover of it's made of solid gold, which, from being Apple, anything metal on it's probably thinner than a playing card.
Batteries sold separately.
Yeah. Batteries sold separately, chargers sold separately, the straps are made out of... Yeah. Yeah, so and let me tell you something, $10,000, it's the same price as a Rolex watch. As I'm not sure if it's a cheap.
I'm pretty sure there are some Rolexes that are cheaper.
Yeah. But they're some more expensive as well. But I mean, come on, would you rather buy?
And remember, this is starting. This is starting at $10,000.
You could get a pretty decent car for that price.
Yeah.
Yeah, a Rolex watch. I mean, yes, this is not GamerGate related, but this is tech related, and we see gaming companies fail every time by making a dumbass choice, like Sega with the Saturn and saying the Saturn's not our future, then releasing the Dreamcast while still in that life cycle and stuff like that. Just that whole situation with Sega, and then we see a dumbass mistake by Apple. The fact that the iPhone 6 Plus actually was bending in someone's pockets, and yeah.
Well, to be fair, I never had any problems with my iPhone 6. Mine is just fine, but I think there was a problem with the
6 Plus.
I have 6 Plus.
Oh, you must not keep it in like a very tight pocket though.
I do, actually.
Oh, kind of case that you have.
Well, it's still a big production failure of their
product. I think it was the first initial shipment that had a design flaw in the aluminum. I'm not really sure, but it was something about that. But what's interesting about the whole but what's interesting about the whole iWatch and Apple, when you take a look at how Apple actually have done after Steve Jobs died, and Tim Cook is not a bad CEO. He just doesn't have the charisma or the smarts, I would say.
Or Steve Jobs.
Yeah, I mean, Steve Jobs.
It's more about selling stuff. He's not as good as bullshitting people.
Yeah, Steve Jobs was incredible at I mean, Steve Jobs could sell you a rock. He could sell you a pile of dog shit and claim it was revolutionary. Yeah.
Change your life. It's just revolutionary.
It's not like the ordinary dog shit that you find on your. It's not the ordinary dog shit you find on your lawn every morning that pisses you off. This is special. But that's how Steve Jobs would pronounce it. He's a legend. He was a legend. I mean, yes, he was one of the first to. Actually, a little bit of history here. The iPhone wasn't the first actual smartphone to come out. It was a phone made in 1996 by IBM. IBM's. It was made by IBM. They made this phone and stuff. It was a phone. You could send email from it and stuff. It had a touch screen, but it looked like a brick from the 80s. It was so big and stuff. And it was basically like a PDA almost that you could send with phones. But it was such a consumer failure, though.
And speaking of PDAs, anybody remember the Newton?
Mm-hmm. But
oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't, stupid. Yeah. You were too young when the Newton came out. You weren't even born when the Newton came out.
Yeah.
I know. But I remember how shit it was. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
The fact that but everybody in the that's viewing this right now, maybe right now or later on, looking past it, looking in the past, or looking on the archive stream, put in the comments below what you guys think about the fact that the new Apple Watch is the same price as a Rolex watch.
And 5 hours battery life if you use it.
Even though Rolex watches last
for that matter.
Yeah. So yeah, leave in the comments below what you guys think about the Apple Watch. One of the greatest, possibly one of the greatest blunders to ever happen.
To be fair, they did say in their press conference 18 hours.
Yeah, that is
But
if you
no way.
that is like if
There
you
was
have
no
it in
way
like
it would last
it's like
18 hours.
if you
Sleep
turn on, yeah,
Have it on
it seems
battery save mode, basically.
If they
Yeah,
have
to
it on
last
battery
you.
save mode and turn it off, it'll last for 18 hours.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, but
just like keep the
Apple is
charger attached the
notorious.
entire time, it'll last for 18 hours. Don't worry.
Apple is notorious, and you can't really change the minds of the fans really quickly. I remember a notorious Apple fan, Justine Music. You all know Justine. She is a notorious Apple fan ever since the original iPhone. She defended when the iPhone 6 actually had bending problems, saying, "Oh, you don't stick your tablet in your pocket, or you don't stick your MacBook in your pocket." And
That's because my MacBook doesn't fucking fit.
yeah,
It'll
but I'm just saying,
a phone.
these people are notorious defenders of it and stuff, and they will fight for anything, just like the Xbox fanboys. I mean, when DRM was originally announced, even though it didn't come through, and cooler heads prevailed at Microsoft, but yeah, it's
Yeah, that was
stuff like
after
that.
the outrage. That was after
Yeah,
the
yeah,
massive
but I'm just
outrage.
saying, these fans still buy it, whatever, and that's what Apple's relying on right now, consumer. How do I put this? Right now, economically, they're relying on their fans, not anyone else.
Because
Really.
like everyone else is pretty much switching over to Android.
Yeah, they're switching over to Samsung.
So
Okay.
it should become the glorious HTC Master Race, but that's a thing for another time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, trying to get back on topic here. What else? Randy Harper.
Yeah.
Her company.
Sorry, let me go get my mouth.
Her brand new company that she just started.
oh shit.
Anti-harass.
I hate to interrupt, but I gotta go. So I gotta head outside for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, where should we start?
Yeah, her anti-harassment company and her little spout with Sushi Lulu. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Just saying
Okay,
they're
I'm gonna
both
turn on my
bad.
camera for this one time and this one time only, so you better get in here, stream people.
Yeah. Okay, right ahead.
Anti-harassment company.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Anti-harassment company. Indeed, it is an anti-harassment company, and that if you know the history of Randy Harper, Miss Docs is what I like to call her.
Miss, I might have sold my kids to a pedophile, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm not. I
find-
haven't found much evidence on that. I've been looking into it and stuff, but I really couldn't find a lot of evidence.
And like when the GNA, which had a huge spat with her like forever ago, like said that's not what fucking happened, it's pretty obvious that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, she's like a fucking hypocrite.
Yeah, and just that spout Sushi Lulu writing those articles on her, then Harper going after her. All the things that happened to poor Steph are the things that happened to Stephanie after she wrote that article on Harper. I can't go into much detail on some of it, but
yeah, they're just she's just a terrible person because
Randy Harper, not Stephanie.
yeah, of course. Because it's so freaking stupid with what she's doing right now, and people are paying her.
Yeah, people are paying her for this anti-harassment company, and
but to be
it's gonna
fair,
be funny. I'm waiting for the media to cover Randy Harper and stuff like that, and then this is the time when to strike Randy Harper, when to strike with Randy Harper. When the media company starts praising Randy Harper for anti-harassment, that's when you send it to the editor-in-chief of the media company. I'm not sure if it's or the producers, whoever it is, like CNN, MSNBC, send them all the information, all the crap we have, like the whole kill all men thing that she had up there and everything else, all the doxing that woman's done, all of it to them.
And the possible meth addiction. Let's not.
Yeah, we're not, that's not really real evidence that we should send to the news agency. We need to have actual strong evidence
I
that
don't
she
know.
might do that. Rumors are one thing, but strong evidence is something that
Pictures of her.
you could force them into denial, or you could send their competitors the strong evidence, and they'll post it up and say, "Oh, MSNBC is full of crap." I mean, I would be very skeptical on going to Fox News, but if MSNBC supported Randy Harper, I would head to Fox News and give them the information on Harper. If
What
MSNBC
if Fox
decides to
News
support,
supported Randy Harper? That'd be fuck.
they wouldn't support a liberal psychopath. That's the beauty of Fox News.
You're wrong again.
Okay.
Well, the Randy Harper is just overall a terrible person who
Yeah.
has such a double standard that she's so fucking blind of her own harassment, is saying to people to set fire on yourself and just bashing people and all the shit she's done.
And that block.
And when people criticize her, oh my god, it's harassment, run for the hills!
Yeah.
Call the police. It's shit like that that just makes me angry.
Yeah, but Randy Harper is going to get her dues one of these days. Her tax evasion that I've been looking into. Man, that's serious shit.
Isn't she trying to get isn't she trying to make the company a non-profit? There's no way in hell that's gonna happen if she's tax evading.
Yeah, because you would have to go to the IRS to get a non-profit, right? I think that's how you go. Is you have to go to the IRS to do any type of company. Even religions have to go to the IRS to be considered a tax-free, a tax-exempt religion. So I mean, you can't be a group. You can't be a group and actually go for profits. Really, a non-profit organization means you have volunteers, you have small amount of workers, but all you're working for is to try to help a cause out. That's all you're doing.
The people can give people money or salaries as long as most of the money goes to charitable foundation and it's necessary.
It's like when you have people that work, like for instance the food banks around here and stuff like that, sometimes they're actually full-time workers that do get paid when they work for them and stuff, but at other times for a huge portion you have people that have to keep the books and stuff, and people have to work there and they consider putting their full day into it. Up here, I'm not sure how it is in Norway with the food banks or if you guys have any, but here in America they're really big and stuff, and people actually heavily rely on them, even here in Montana as well. So they have full-time workers and stuff like that there. There's also volunteers to help out, but it's...
Yeah, well, there was...
That's a perfect example of a non-profit organization as a food bank, because they're trying to help feed the homeless. People donate food to them.
Yeah, there was they're very strict with them here, because there was I think 2 years ago where one of the biggest charities got exposed for not using money properly and losing suddenly losing money off the books, so they got shut down real quick and were filled with lawsuits.
Yeah, so, that happens a lot. I'm not sure if they're that strict here in the Americas, but I know for a fact that when you have to do a charity, you have to go to the IRS. You have to apply for a tax-exempt service. They will look into your history. That is one thing Randy Harper, it's going to put Randy Harper down. Yeah, we could send the IRS, oh, Randy Harper is a tax evader like that, but what's going to really put her down is when the IRS starts looking into her. The IRS is vicious here in the United States. They are vicious when it comes to going after tax evaders. There's an episode of The Simpsons where they're driving into Washington D.C. in a taxi cab, and they're driving right by the Internal Revenue Service building, IRS, and Homer gets out the window and says "boo" like that. That is America's opinion of taxes. Yeah. So.
I mean, this woman shouldn't even be on Twitter. To be honest, she should have been banned a long ass time ago.
Yeah, I remember on one of your streams
The only
when
reason she hasn't been is because she has a. Wasn't she banned once
she was for
from Twitter?
like an hour. She was like banned for an hour and stuff, and we were Lisa announced them when we were during the stream, and we all like hooray like that. And then I go back on like 30 minutes later, and it's like Randy Harper's back on. Party over.
I sent her a tweet saying, "Oh, too bad we can't get along" or something like that. And not long after, I got blocked from her. So.
Yeah, she's a horrible person. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some good people on their side. It's like a very small amount of people are good
Well,
on that
Tim
side,
was a pretty decent guy. He's the first person who I've interacted with
Yeah.
who has some kind of morals.
But Tim, what it sounds like to me, he sounds like a neutral siding on anti. It's not like he's really a full-blown social justice warrior.
Yeah, it does. I hope to get him on. I've emailed him a few times trying to get him on again.
Yeah. All right. Sushi's been like in that article that I got from her. She's been posting a lot of images of Randy Harper's tweets and stuff. Some of them I've never seen before, but I'm not even surprised when I'm looking at these tweets. The Hidden Face of Hypocrisy articles, part 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think the third part is coming out sometime this week.
I hope so. I mean, yeah, there's some problems I have with that girl, but I hold her in high respect for going after Harper. I really do. I really do. I mean, come on. The fact that you actually devote 3 articles on Randy Harper proves one thing, that you really are invested on going after that woman. And you are really taking a serious risk here. Excuse me, of being doxxed by her. Because this woman has a lot of followers, and she's been known for doxing.
Light yourself on fire.
Oh yeah. That was a horrible thing I've ever seen. You're not a data scientist. You just pretend to be when you're putting down a woman.
I mean, attacking someone, reviewing a book without ever reading it, and then attacking the guy for actually wanting to send you a free freaking review copy is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she went on a tirade. I read all the freaking tweets when she went after Claire Schumann. I mean, Jesus Christ, she was actually on the side of anti-Gigi because she's a feminist. But it was GamerGate who actually tried to say it's okay. I mean, consoling her on Twitter, which is just
surprising.
So fucking weird.
Yeah, that woman's nuts. Randy Harper has to be the craziest woman I have ever seen on Twitter. And I've seen crazy people on Twitter. Does she think when she tweets? That's what I have to say.
Well, she doesn't think. She just shares hate.
That's all she's about, is being that person of hate.
Why think when you can harass?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm literally putting myself at risk here for talking about Randy Harper, but I really don't give a shit about that.
You know, I'd love for Randy Harper to come after me and like try to dox me, because like, shit, that would fucking ruin any chances for a little fucking company.
Well, I mean, if she were to dox me,
fucking chance for a company.
The only way you could dox me is you have to hack. You really do. I don't have my personal information connected to my YouTube account at all. And she would only have to hack into my things, but if she did that, I will immediately go to the authorities and basically tell them what's happening here. Yeah, hacking is illegal, and Missoula, Montana has some violent crimes, but they don't have that many. They only handle like municipal charges, but I won't even head to. Since it'll be across state lines, basically, since she's in California and I'm in Montana, I would go to the FBI. I wouldn't even go to the police. I would report this to the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
I mean, they were looking into all of the activity of GG. So
Oh,
if
FBI. I'm glad they are because you know what? I have nothing to hide. If they want to subpoena me, I will go to court. I will be more than happy to. We have a Federal Bureau courtroom here in Montana, so yeah, I'll be more than happy to. It's actually down the street of where I live.
I mean, if there are so-called trolls hiding in GG, they should be arrested. But we have no proof of anything so far. And the from what I've seen from the other side, doxing, harassing, and all the death threats that have been done during this whole thing towards GamerGate members. I mean, you may not like the guy, but King of Pole did not deserve anything when it comes to all the shit he got.
Yeah. Yeah, there are trolls on our side hiding, like I showed you the ones that went after me that one time. You saw that one troll that went after me.
Yeah, he
I
wasn't
mean,
really
he
GamerGater.
wasn't really GG, but he hides among us, and
Yeah, I saw he's not really a gamer.
yeah,
But there are people like that trying to go after people just to get a laugh. And it's yeah. Those people are just assholes.
Mhm. Yeah,
Not
they're
worthy of
just
my time, to be honest.
mhm. Yeah, and it's just getting crazier lately, and the only way you can handle a troll is go to the FBI's. What if it's like full blown illegal? Go to the FBI's website and report cyber crimes to them. They will handle
Yeah.
it. I mean, I'm not sure if
We know they're monitoring the situation, so
but have they been sending
anyone
subpoenas
doing
out?
anything illegal has nothing to do in GG, and those who are harassing GamerGaters should be fucking arrested.
Hmm. I had no idea they were monitoring us till just recently. But I guess, yeah, since the university threats, they must have been.
Yeah, but the university threats had nothing to do with Gamergate, so.
Yeah, it was just an anonymous troll.
Remember,
Or
Gamergate wasn't mentioned once, so.
no, it wasn't, and they decided to put it on it. So yeah, the FBI will investigate us because we're a group, we're an internet group here. So yeah, I don't blame the FBI for doing that if they don't have much information. So all I have to say is good job FBI for actually doing your job.
Yeah, and I've been discussing with some people on GameSpot, and one guy in particular, he's just I've been challenging him, and I've seen this time and time again. When I challenge people on providing proof of harassment and threats or whatever, nobody can come up with anything.
Hmm.
But Nita.
But Anita. Yeah, I've heard that so many times. It's talking about.
I mean, just look at what the media is telling. I mean, you're young here, Stupe. So, I mean, giving this message to young people saying, no, just because you're gamer, you hate women. It's so fucking stupid.
You got to prove that. I mean, I've been around this industry. I've been I've been doing gaming on the internet, talking about it ever since I've been like into GameStop, IGN, all that stuff, or GameSpot, IGN, all that stuff ever since like 2003, I think 2002. And I was like 12 back then, so I remember all of that, and I remember how I used to take these guys with high respect. And then
Yeah, I mean,
to see them turn on us, turn on the gamers like that is like, I felt like betrayed. It's like it's like someone that you've been really close to your whole life just turned on you. So for the younger viewers, you probably don't, you might get the feeling like I'm feeling right now, Andrea also feeling right now, but for us older ones, it's personal really with GameStop and IGN and them. It really is personal. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, because we've been pretty much called shit all our lives, to be honest.
Bail him out.
And one more, Adam Sessler. Someone I used to hold in high regard for a reviewer. I used to hold that guy as being one of the best reviewers in history. Even till he retired, I held him up and I said he was one of the best reviewers we ever had. And then, Adam Sessler then goes after gamers, starts siding with the indie clique. What you call him.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I never really listened to Sessler, mostly because when X-Play was on the air, I was like 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was just too
it's
lazy.
the generation before you who pretty much watched it.
It was-
I never watched it because it never aired here, so I never had any relationship with him other than Rev 3 games. I liked him on there, but after his God of War incident with his review where he fucked up beyond recognition.
What did
What
he do
happened?
during God of War?
I've made a blog about this, going into detail, but the TLDR version is he bitched about a trophy being misogynistic and getting it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, he said that you got a trophy for stomping a female's face in, and that's misogynistic. But all the people you kill in God of War are men, so that's totally fine. But it also turns out you didn't kill that woman. And you didn't get the trophy until after you were actually butt fucked because you were betrayed, basically.
Can I say this about Adam Sessler with the God of War? Kratos kills his own family in God of War.
Yeah.
His wife and 2 children. I mean, how dark? I mean, he didn't have a problem with that back in like 2004 when 2005 when the game came out. He didn't have a problem with it back in that time. He actually liked the game back then. He enjoyed it. They all did. There was no misogyny problem with the gaming industry back then. It was just, that's gaming.
It's just
fake.
Puritanism, and no, instead of calling, it's easier to call men sexist or gamers sexist than calling them violent because people tend to side with victims, so-called victims, in quotation marks, and listening to females in general. When it comes to the media, it's easier to sell.
Yeah. They really don't. Yeah, we got off the topic, Randy Harper. We're talking about the media again, but I think we're about done with Randy Harper. We can talk about the media and stuff like that. Just our feeling on this whole situation, because I would like to get your guys' opinion on this. Just everything that's been going on the past 6-7 months.
Yeah, we're almost 7 months into this. So.
What, when Adam Baldwin coined GamerGate, or when Five Guys Burgers and Fries came out?
Well, GamerGate was coined the 20th or something.
28th.
28th of August? Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Adam Baldwin, when he coined it that, and it wasn't supposed to be. I've heard so many like different types of gates and stuff, but out of all of them, GamerGate is like second to Watergate in my opinion. And if anyone doesn't know Watergate, it's the scandal that brought down Richard Nixon.
This revolves a lot more people, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, villainizing a whole demographic of people.
Here's an
who
idea.
Just want to have fun with the fucking games.
Yeah, here's an idea for everyone. Gamergate brought down, Watergate brought down the Nixon administration. Gamergate brought down the game websites almost. A small part. They've been going downhill for a long time. Even I've been hearing about this long before Gamergate started, that the websites are starting to fail, and they're starting to cut staff and stuff. But when Gamergate started, it was like Gawker, Kotaku. They're losing money left and right, and I'm not sure how much longer Kotaku will survive.
Not too long. Gawker's probably going to be dead within 5 years.
5 years.
Even if we lose, Gawker's gonna be dead in like 5 years.
They lost 7 figures. Just within 3 months, they lost 7 figures.
Well, Michael Jordan, said on one of Andrew Doll's streams that probably equaled out to around 3 to 4 million.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 to 4 million in about 3 months, which is like a ton of money, but
Yeah, if you lose that money and you still have that writer that caused it, and you kept him around, because I'm not sure why you kept Sam Biddle around. I would have fired him and I would have literally had security
they
grab
fucking
him,
promoted
throw
him.
his ass out the door. I would have thrown his ass out the door. I was just like, you'd say, you see that door over there, and I'd just like put my foot and just like kick him out, literally kick the person right out of the room, out of the building. I would have him thrown out of the building, literally, because, I mean, that's happened before. People have been literally thrown out of a building for screwing a company over. That's happened in the past.
They fucking promote him.
Yeah, they promoted Sam Biddle. But what do you think about the whole thing, Andrew Doll?
Huh?
What do you think about the whole thing with Sam Biddle staying in Gawker Media?
And being fucking promoted.
Well, Gawker has been penalized by Google, so look what that got them. So
Yeah, if you don't have Google AdSense anymore, what do you have left?
they have nothing. They have. They're gonna get fucked.
Wait, they don't have AdSense anymore, so they have
No,
like
they
no
don't.
advertising at all.
No.
They don't have anything. The last one was Google AdSense, and they've been punished now.
Oh my.
Holy shit! They are gonna tank. They're going to
Yeah,
fucking
I heard
tank.
about that a while ago. AdSense taking them out. I had to
Yeah,
be very careful
I
with
saw
AdSense.
someone finding out that they only had AdSense left because no advertisers wanted to be on their site, and then we
Especially
found
after the Coca-Cola shit.
No,
That's
it
what-
was before. It was before that.
And then the Coca-Cola shit happened.
Yeah, and then that happened, and then now people reported Gawker, and now they're pretty much fucked.
And then they kept on calling Google a white supremacist company. Somebody fucking told them.
I think they really wanted to kill a company. I bet Nick Denton's probably took all the money he has left and just. I bet Nick Denton's just like, okay, I killed the company, now I'm just gonna leave. I bet he's purposely did this just for retirement.
I mean,
Put the company
the thing that set it in motion is when they fucked up with bashing Intel in an article and not apologizing for it. That's
One website I used to like with Gawker Media had was Gizmodo. I used to love Gizmodo. They talked about tech and stuff like that, but now it kind of saddens me to see that website is about to go downhill because of what Sam Biddle did, but
I'm pretty sure some of their sites like
I mean,
at
I've
least, like,
known,
the brand.
I've met some people that used to write for Gizmodo. There's some nice people that used to write for them.
Yeah, you don't have to hate the whole site.
No.
I mean, there are.
They have, I mean, yes, Gawker, Jezebel, and Kotaku have been
There
bunch of
are good
dickheads.
people there, but it doesn't excuse bad shit they've done.
Mhm.
I mean, look at the interns suing Gawker because of all they're not paying them.
Oh, that's. Can I say something about that? Internship. That's what internship means. It's unpaid internship. Unless they promised you money.
No, they promised them money.
Oh, okay. Then they can't sue them. But if they didn't promise them money, you have to have it written in a contract. You have to have a contract written out with them to be promised the money.
Yeah, that's why they're suing them.
Now that's a labor dispute, and that right there is.
To be
There's
honest,
not
even if they have an argument or not, they're just probably gonna pay out like a huge settlement.
No, they're
Which
not.
they could have avoided. They could have avoided all
That's pretty much like the life story of Gawker. They could have avoided.
But they didn't. But that's. I mean, I always have problems with like Polygon and stuff like that, but Gawker, I've never really listened to Polygon, and I've never taken Polygon seriously for the
I
longest
never
time.
fucking read Polygon.
I viewed. This is what I viewed Polygon. NeoGAF is better than Polygon. That's how I always viewed Polygon.
Yeah.
I treated NeoGAF.
I always had I heard rumors about them always bashing on PlayStation games, and now that I found out that Microsoft paid them 750K for a thing, and then seeing this does put the puzzles into place with all their other shit.
And the thing they used it for, like that was the budget wasn't $750,000.
I mean, it was a documentary like 10 minutes long, and they how the fuck do you need 750K to make a freaking video clip? That's
all I need really is just a bunch of clips, a bunch of video, or like a bunch of little clips, images, and an audio stream, or someone to put together an audio, and I can make that video within for free.
Yeah.
You could do that for free with Movie Maker. I mean, come on now. You have Movie Maker in your Windows. Why do you need...
They're all hipsters. They have Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what we said about Mac earlier today. I mean, yes, I like Apple products. I'm being serious here. I used to love Apple products, like the original iPhone and stuff like that. I actually got to play around with one of those things, and I actually liked it when it first came out, but that was before the days of Android.
It's a little bit late for that, but if you like Apple products, trigger warning.
Yeah,
trigger warning.
Yeah, trigger warning. Yeah, I pissed off Apple fans before. It's no
trigger warning. Opinions.
Compared to the I didn't even talk about the Bendgate with the iPhone 6 Plus when I did a video a long time ago before I actually jumped into GamerGate, or I think it was after, or something like that. It was during that time when the iPhone 6 was being released, 6 Plus, and the Galaxy Note 4. I did a tech comparison between the two. The Note 4 crushed the iPhone 6. It really did. In technology performances and stuff. Could you imagine this? The fact that not only they have a removable back on the Note 4, that you could actually put a battery in and out, but the iPhone 6 doesn't have any of that. It has a plain card thin piece of aluminum, which I think the iPhone watches, the Apple watches, that's how thick the gold is, just plain card. So I don't really think that that's really valuable. They probably gold leafed it or something and just said it was gold plated. But yeah, that's what I think about that.
So what do you guys think of GG so far? I mean,
I enjoy GG. I really do. I met a bunch of gamers and stuff, and heck, people gave me tips on how to handle my new PC and stuff like that. When the power was surging and stuff, someone told me to check the processor cable, and I got the power working again. Right.
Okay, so completely off topic, but I guess, well, yeah, totally off topic. Comic book happenings. Marvel is not going to have an appearance at this year's Comic-Con.
Oh, that because of the female Thor and stuff, probably.
No. This is Marvel Pictures.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's strange.
Well, this is nerd related, so it could slide on this channel.
They might do another event like they did back in October.
Out of anything there, let me tell you my personal opinion on Comic-Con. It's gone too mainstream. Call me hipster all you want, but what Comic-Con used to be about was
nerd culture.
Comic books, the comic books, the video games, like
or just nerd culture in general.
Nerd paintings and stuff like that. Like I remember back in the original days of X-Play when they sent like Morgan Webb out there. I think it was when they sent Morgan Webb out there and stuff. I went like, whoa, because I never heard of Comic-Con before this. I'm going to be truthful here. I never heard of Comic-Con before the age of 12. I was oblivious to the whole tech industry until I started getting into.
You poor child.
But then again, you had the internet since birth. I
Yeah.
didn't really. I was born in 1989, December of '89. I don't. The internet wasn't really started until '92 when they actually started putting websites up. When websites started coming around, and it wasn't that heavily used until
Yeah, it wasn't
'98.
until like what 2000s they
Uh-huh.
had
And let me
proper
tell you,
sites.
Andrea Dahl could remember this, like I remember it. When you got websites and stuff, when they sent websites out, how you before Google, there was a time before Google. Kid. There was a
Yeah.
stupid. There was a time before Google, and let me tell you something. It was horrible. They didn't. There was Google revolutionized the internet, and I'm gonna speak in high sense for Google because Google really changed my life on how I've learned about the tech industry and stuff. Because now it's not like I go to the Yahoo search or anything like that. It would be hard to find stuff, not or just search around through the websites they suggest on AmericaOnline.com. America Online. Remember America Online, the whole web browser thing that they'd made, or Internet Explorer, where you or your friends that you knew sent you a website images and stuff, and you sent them back and forward. But this whole situation with Google, give me a second here. But when Google came out, you learned about all these websites, these different websites and stuff, and that's when the internet exploded. Is when they released Google back in I think '97, '98. I could be wrong,
I think
but
it
yeah.
was later than that. I
Uh,
think.
I think I looked on a Wayback Machine and it went all the way back to I think '98. They had like a setup for it and stuff. I'm not sure, but yeah,
Oh,
but when I first got my hands on Google, it expanded my eyes. Tech TV, which was later called G4, yeah, it was called Tech TV back then. It gave me eyes on events I'd never heard of, like Comic-Con, QuakeCon. I'm not sure if they do QuakeCon anymore.
yeah, they
They
do.
might.
Oh, they do. They do still use
I only
QuakeCon.
heard about QuakeCon like 2 years ago, so you
Oh,
know.
I remember that one from like that was the first convention I've ever heard of. I'm like, wait a minute, they do gaming conventions? Wow, Tokyo Game Show, all that stuff. It
I learned
was
about
it
TGS,
was
and I was like, I love it.
G4. It was Tech TV slash G4, Tech TV or G4, whatever you guys go by it now, whatever you guys wanted to call it,
G4
which
shut
is now
down.
dead. Yeah, but it used to be called Tech TV. That's what I always call it, is Tech TV when I think about it. But it expanded my mind to technology, and it changed my life from there on. I was oblivious to a lot of things and stuff like that. Let me tell you something, being brought up in a small town in Montana, everything was like, oh, you do hunting and fishing, or you try to get a job working at a sawmill or something like that, which my hometown had. And then I come across tech industry. I come across how they develop video games, and it changed my life around. It really did. So I have to thank these like gaming websites and tech TV and stuff like that for what it opened my mind to. So, and then to see everybody that helped open my mind to this industry churn on me, this is the ultimate betrayal.
Like I get what you mean. Like I grew up with video games. I'm still video games. And to be honest, like I knew about
Okay.
GamerGate, but I wasn't really a part of it. So like I was scrolling through Kotaku and I saw like the article we might be witnessing the death of the identity, and like I just started reading it, and my mouth was fucking dropped. I was fucking pissed.
Well, you were born when were you born? 2000, 2001?
2000.
2000. You were born into the sixth generation. That's when the sixth generation started before you were born. Like the
A
PlayStation
little
2
bit.
and Xbox and GameCube started after, but I mean, the sixth
Let's check.
generation started before you were born, and yeah, I mean
I don't think so.
the
I'm not
Dreamcast
100%.
was sixth generation, so it
Oh
started
yeah,
in '99.
Dreamcast.
It started,
PS2, Xbox, GameCube.
yeah, but the sixth generation was around your generation when you started. I was born in '89, and I think the
Fun fact: a
fifth
PS2
generation,
was released. 8 days after I was born in North
The
America.
I
So
the year I was born, it was the starting of the Genesis SNES generation. It was around that time, and when I really got into, and my mom, she bought me the original NES, and then I played the Super NES after getting accumulated with the SNES, and then or the NES, and then after the Super Nintendo, I played the N64, I played the Genesis. I never played the Saturn. I never really played the original PlayStation. Then when the PlayStation 2 came out, my dad got me my dad sent me in the mail a PlayStation 2, and I got the PlayStation 2. I played the hell out of that. Then I got the GameCube, and then the seventh generation started, and my mom got me a Wii, and my dad got me. He says, "Okay, you shouldn't be really worrying about the game." When he came down for my graduation, he says, "You shouldn't be worrying about the gaming industry or the consoles anymore." And he bought me a $1,500 Asus laptop gaming PC. It was the first generation of Asus laptops, and I got it, and it was like one of the most powerful gaming PCs I've ever had up until today. But this Asus laptop was amazing, and I didn't care about gaming and stuff. And then the laptop started getting out of date and stuff like that. So I finally swallowed my pride and bought a PlayStation 3, and that opened my mind even further. That was back in 2011, and then I bought an Xbox 360 a year later, and then I sold it 3 months after that. I got rid of it at 3 months after that, after I got bored of Halo. So yeah, and now today, where I have a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, gaming PC, all of that. That's my history of video games.
you want to hear my history?
Go right ahead.
I want to feel special.
I want to hear your generation's history.
Earliest I remember, probably 4 or 5, is me playing around with my sister's old PS1.
Oh, good console to start off with.
Yeah. We had Crash Bandicoot, we had Spyro.
Mm-hmm.
I played through Crash Bandicoot 1 and Spyro, and it was like hard as balls because I was like 5. Then I found my sister's old Game Boy Color, and I played through Pokemon Red.
Yeah.
And then the first game console I really got.
Pokemon Red when it first came out. That's when I went about.
Oh no, I thought it was revolutionary.
Yeah, it was.
But then again, I was a little kid. Then I finally saw a PS2, and I was like, awesome! And I wanted a PS2 for Christmas, so I got one. But then that was right before the Wii and stuff came out.
Oh.
So a couple years later, I got a Wii. Year after that, I got a PS3 for Christmas.
Oh.
I had that for a while. A couple years ago, I got a laptop. Whatever. But when the PS4 came out, it was the first console I actually got with my own money.
Oh yeah, I like the PS.
Saved up my allowance.
Yeah, you have to save up for the PS4.
I saved up my allowance for a whole year.
I saved $100 every month, like $50 to $100 every month for 4 months. Just got that all together and stuff like that, and I just put it all together.
That was a whole year for me.
Oh, I kept just saving $50 a month or something like that, $20 a month. That's when you have to do it. When you have a feeling, you hear rumors about a console being released. If you have a Best Buy near you, go to Best Buy, get the cards, get those gift cards. But you have to buy several of them at a time. Get $50. Do it in $50 gift cards. Get them all together, and stuff like that. Up until you accumulate $400, and wait for the console to be released, because that is the price a console has to be. That or cheaper, that or $300 is what a console should be. A next generation console should be when it is released. Microsoft, what they did was just terrible.
I'll get the $500 thing was fucking ridiculous. I did get a Xbox One this Christmas because it was free. Samsung had this deal. It was $300, I think, on Thanksgiving. I think it was $300. Not sure.
$320, I think.
Yeah.
No. I know the regular price was $350, but I think they had it for $300. The Uni bundle.
I think I saw that. I believe it was $390.
Okay.
Maybe.
Andreadol,
No.
what's your
Tweet
gaming
Bunny.
history? What's your gaming history with consoles?
It's a long one. I started with
Hey, JT.
Hey, what's
the
up, guys?
original. Hey.
Okay, go right ahead, Andreadol. We've been talking about our gaming history
up, guys?
What's up?
I started with the original Game Boy, with Tetris, and some other games. Then I got a SNES when I was, what, 4 years old or something like that. With Bubsy and some other games.
Bobsy.
Oh, okay, I know that game.
And what else? Then
You better have been Buzzy 3D. You better have gotten Buzzy 3D, that masterpiece.
I never played that, but then
But it's a masterpiece.
Okay, go ahead.
And then I got the N64 with Mario 64, which was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I was playing a game in 3D for the first time.
Let me tell you something to all those that were born in a Stupé's generation. I'm going to tell it to you like this. If you were playing the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES, or the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, the SNES, when you first play the Nintendo 64, there is going to be no other feeling that you have that'll ever be like that again. Ever. Because you were playing like 3D, 2D games and stuff. Yeah, there was Star Fox and Stunt Racer and all those games on the Super Nintendo that were 3D. But when you played games like Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64, Super Mario or Mario 64, there was nothing like that at all.
Yeah,
I mean,
like that's what I'm really sad. I kind of wish I was born like a few years earlier so I could like
Go on,
see like,
Andreadol.
the jump into 3D.
If there ever was a killer title or a console seller, day one it was the Super Mario 64. Just walking around, fucking around with just jumping and stuff like that. The first 20 minutes was just amazing.
Then you had GoldenEye.
Yeah, GoldenEye. Well, Jesus, how many hours I played that. I used to have someone who was like 2-3 years younger than me, and we used to fuck with him by saying we were all on had teams, but we were all just going after him instead. It was free fall. It was glorious.
Shoot, I used to remember some guy kept karate chopping me every time.
I just to fuck with people, I always chose Odd Job.
Oh man, what, the short one? Oh wait, no, was Odd Job the tall one or the short one?
No, Jaws was the tall one.
Oh. Yeah, we had this little strategy when we played with my cousins. Remember the facility level, the one with the vents?
Yeah.
It was someone would have one would play the cowboy character. I forgot the one with the cowboy hat. And the other would play Odd Job, the other Jaws or the other tall one, and literally jump on each other's backs, and you would and then the other one would come out from crouching, and then that one up there would jump up. When we played teams on that, then one would hide in the stalls. Someone would aim from the top down. They would use the aiming feature, which is really hard to do. They would use the aiming feature to shoot for the vents. And
compared to today, there was no auto aim. There was just trying to hit something.
And using the C buttons to do it.
Yeah.
Those were
walking and trying to just hit anything. Next was I bought this for my own money. It was the PS2, which I got, and then I bought the Final Fantasy X with it. I believe. I might remember. Yeah, I think it was Final Fantasy X and a few other games. I mean. Also having voiceovers for the first time with Final Fantasy X was a big thing back then, where they finally used the voiceovers as much as they did and as good as they did, because before that it was basically just having a few lines and that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at the Resident Evil stuff. That's terrible. But this was great voiceover stuff. So then I got my 360, and I got it quite late. I think it was 2007, 2000. Yeah, it's 2007, I think.
Oh, when the problems are still persisting.
No, I got the new model, I think.
The new model, the second gen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I never experienced the Red Ring of
Yeah,
Death.
I was in that same era too.
I really wanted a PS3, but it cost like $1,100. So I know.
$599 US.
Which was
it was almost twice that here. So.
oh man, yeah. My dad, he just recently, he lives in Abu Dhabi right now. He bought a PS4 because he was an Xbox fanboy, but he couldn't afford an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One because Dubai, they have these import taxes and stuff like that. They have these import tariffs that make the freaking games so expensive, and it was like twice as much as a PS4. It was shocking.
Where is he?
Dubai.
Dubai.
Yeah,
United Arab Emirates.
And in 2012, I got the PS3, and I've never really. I have the 360 here, and I haven't touched it in like 18 months or something like that. I probably should have traded it in, but I still have it. I have a few games I haven't played on it yet, like Halo. What else? And then I got PS4 at launch, so that's about it.
Yeah, that's your history gaming.
Yeah. I never really buy anything at launch. I usually just buy it.
I have never done it either, but this was an exception. I really had
same here with the
money.
PS4. I bought the PS4 on launch day, and I was just so excited for the PS4. I've been waiting so long for it and stuff like that. When it finally comes out, it was just amazing how the PS4 was. But I came to think, wow, this thing, my laptop did graphics like this. I'm like, oh, and it disappointed me after that. It wasn't a huge leap like the Xbox 360, PS2, and Xbox to the 360. When you first played the 360, it wasn't that feeling at all. Okay, go ahead, JT. Your history.
But my second son.
Oh, Second Son?
Yeah.
Why you played that one?
I platinumed it.
Let us hear your sexy voice, JT.
All right. When I was young, my dad owned an Atari.
Oh, Jesus.
2600. Yeah, that's how old I am.
That means you're older than even me.
33. 33?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
25 here.
Yeah. Let's see.
Grab something.
I remember playing. I remember playing Madden, and that was like the one with the freaking football running around.
Yeah, from the top
That was
down,
on
right?
Atari. That was and there was also Pac-Man, that one, and then you had Tron. And I usually play arcade. And I remember my mom getting upset with me trying to ask for money. Yeah, playing Tron when you were a kid, especially when that movie was around. And let me see what else. I remembered playing. Let me see if I remember. I didn't get a Nintendo. I got it back in around 89. And I remember playing games, but yeah, the NES. But originally I didn't get the NES. I got the Commodore 64, playing because my family wasn't that rich at the time. They're not rich, by the way. They got the used Commodore 64, and I was playing freaking Space Invaders. And that was an interesting experience, just playing freaking Space Invaders, just trying to beat the thing, going like beep, 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 every level. Then I remembered Mom finally got an NES, and the only game that I played was California games. Super Mario Brothers was the second game that I got. Yeah.
I remember the John Tron review of California games.
Yeah. That
the
game.
The ending was fucking amazing.
I was surprised he couldn't reach the thing with the bicycles. I managed to pull that off. I know. All you had to do is just try to avoid the freaking
Okay, I'm back.
because it is really difficult. It is really difficult what John Tron could say, but with a little more practice, you could avoid it. The rocks and everything.
What are we talking about? I was gone for a few minutes.
Oh, I'm just talking about California games.
Hmm.
Then I remember playing a friend of mine. My friends always played a lot of Nintendo games. My mom's friends, they they had a really good, interesting collection of games. And I remember playing freaking Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Not Punch Out.
None of that Mr. Dream bullshit.
Yeah, not. Yeah, and I used to remember how hard it was back then.
Oh, yeah. But if you let me put that Fine Brothers video of the teens playing Punch Out. If you can't beat Glass Joe, then you really don't know that much about video games.
Yeah, and that's the truth. And that's the truth because you have to learn how to fight these guys and learn how to use the controls.
How can you even dude,
It
on
took-
a fucking smartphone, I beat Glass Joe.
Yeah, but when you were young, you couldn't get the idea of it.
Yeah, it took. Let me tell you a little story about me and Pokemon here. Then I'll let you continue. It took me 1 month just to get the basic controls down, to get everything down. I kept having to restart the game because it keeps screwing up. Okay, back to you now.
Yeah. Then I got a Sega Genesis, played Sonic the Hedgehog, I think it was 2. Then I got a couple of other games, like...
Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Yeah.
Like
I
the
bought
Sega
that.
CD.
I didn't get the Sega CD.
Night Trap.
I'm glad I didn't get it, because there was like so many freaking wires on that thing.
Hashtag Night Trap. Something.
Yeah, everybody wanted that game. I wanted that game as a kid, but that ain't gonna happen.
Night Trap.
Yeah, Night Trap. But
weren't they gonna do like a remake, like a remaster of Night Trap?
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately the Kickstarter failed.
Who wouldn't want to play Night Trap?
A lot of people would.
I mean, just for the cheese factor alone.
Yeah, it's just for the cheese factor alone, people would play that game. And there's also a freaking movie of it on YouTube that someone actually cut off the scenes of it. Let me see, what else? Let me see. Yeah, I remember playing Sonic 3 and beat the hell out of that. I played Eternal Champions, which is a friggin' hardest game ever made. It was like the hardest fighting game ever made, and that was like the best game that most people remembered ever. But it's sad that Sega does not want to do another sequel to it because they were so focused on Virtual Fighters.
Oh man.
Yeah, and that was like the best. That was like the best fighting game ever made. Even though it was like the hardest fighting game, I managed to beat that one.
What did you beat?
Eternal Champions.
No idea what that is.
Oh man, you don't know that game? Basically, you can play like several different characters. It was like one of the hardest fighting games ever made. But you would have a hard time getting to the Eternal Champion. You have to fight like 4 different styles of the Eternal Champion, like Tiger, I think Dragon, and something else. And it was so freaking funny when I had to play Slash, this little freaking caveman character, and I just beat the crap out of him with. Mhm. Yeah. What's up?
By the way, I remembered what game I got with the PS2, Time Splitters.
Yeah. I wish I had that.
Do you want to hear some more Apple bashing? The new MacBook is going to feature the new USB-C port, which, nothing fucking has, and it's only going to feature one of them.
Oh, dear God.
Only Apple would create a proprietary stuff that pisses everyone else off.
No, it's not proprietary. I mean, it was at like a CES and stuff. It's becoming a thing, but it's like, just like have that one port as like an option, not as a fucking requirement. Like, I don't think you realize there are no USB ports on this thing besides the USB-C one.
No, I think they did USB-Cs because they know no one has, and they're just waiting for everybody to. They're gonna release stuff that's compatible with it and charge you out of the ass for it. That's why they did it.
Yeah. Back to you, JT.
But go right ahead. Sorry about that.
You finished off with the Sega.
All right, Sega.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, and then after that I bought a Sega Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
Worst mistake I ever made, but it was worth it just to play some games on it. Oh man, a lot of good memories. Originally, I didn't own any games on it. I had to rent it on Blockbuster because I couldn't afford the games that they were selling on there.
Mm.
I played this game called Blaze Heroes.
Mm.
And what else? Fighting Vipers. Let me see what else.
What did you get after the Saturn?
Saturn. I didn't get Clockwork Knight. That's the. I played Knights. That was actually a pretty good game.
Mm-hmm.
Knights was a pretty good game, and I have to say that I enjoyed it.
Yeah. What did you get? What console did you get after?
PlayStation
2 or 1?
1. Because when they decided to move on to Saturn, that pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
And then the disaster that was the nail in the coffin for Sega.
Yeah, nail in the coffin for Sega Saturn, and they decided to move on to Sega Dreamcast, which I was like, you guys went too fast on that one.
No, in retrospective, the Dreamcast was a nice console.
It was a good console, but I was still upset with Sega.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
That's what put the nail in. Oh, that's what we talked about earlier today. If you want to see it, JT.
Yeah, because I was like, oh man, Sega did this to me again.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to play some of their games, and they just went too fast on it. Yeah. Now you see why.
They didn't come early enough into like the N64 and PlayStation era. They didn't come fast enough with the Saturn. They were trying to make the 32X and the CD. The 32X and CD, everybody, are just attachments for the Sega Genesis. Yeah. That's all they are. And they weren't. They had a few good games, but all in all, they were crap.
Yeah.
And
Dreamcast. I remember playing Robotica on the Sega CD, but it didn't have any. No, actually, it's not on the Sega CD. Sega Saturn Robotica, which is also on the PlayStation, but the only difference is that one didn't have any saves at all on the Sega Saturn version. And I was playing that game, beat the crap out of it. No saves, no nothing. That game was like a first-person shooter. And you were in a freaking mech trying to go through a maze and try to fight everything off.
Mm-hmm.
That game was so freaking...
So it's basically like Wolfenstein 3D.
Yeah, Wolfenstein 3D, but you have no lives.
Oh.
You had no lives, no nothing. That game was fucking hard as hell. I managed to go through that game, beat it, was determined to because I was like autistic as hell trying to figure it out.
Hmm.
And I beat it. I was like going through this whole freaking maze. And that was like the weirdest time of my life playing the Sega Saturn, especially the RPGs they had on it. Like, I think there was one called Blazing Heroes or something like that, but they renamed it to something else, like the Mist of Mysteria or something like that. And that was actually a pretty good RPG that they had for the Sega Saturn for its time, because you can you have like several characters you can actually play. Like, you can switch over, and it's like it was like a strategy game. And it was like one of their little 3D RPGs, and it was pretty good. Then I remember when I got the PlayStation, I never really knew what a PlayStation was at the time.
Oh, I grew up with PlayStation.
Oh, I grew up with it too. Let me tell you, I played some of the pretty good games on that system. A friend introduced me to it. I saw it, and I had to get it because my friend was like, he was into mod chipping. You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My
I had a
friend,
friend of mine doing the same to his PlayStation 1.
yeah, and he had like a whole bunch of freaking Japanese games that I never even saw before. And I was like, wow, that is pretty awesome. I wish I can get those games. Of course, he got his games through Blockbuster. He also got his games through download, which back then piracy was running rampant for Sony, and they had an issue with that.
Oh yeah, that was, but that was in again the first generation CD game Sony ever made. So actually, that was the first generation console, and they weren't ready for it yet.
Yeah, and of course, a lot of people were kind of upset with that. And I remember my friend playing like games like, I remember my friend played Final Fantasy VII, and I played that too. I remember my friend buying let me see, that Xenogears, and I played with him on that too. We were both playing that. We were like, we managed to beat that like in one, like within 24 hours.
Yeah.
That game was so freaking crazy.
Xenogear.
Yeah, Xenogears. The ending was so freaking crazy.
Hmm.
I still haven't played Xenoblade. I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There's a reason why I'm asking. Can I say something here quickly? There's a reason why I'm asking everybody to give like their biography of their game and stuff like that. We have these histories of gaming. I mean, like JT continue for a second. We have this history of gaming. We have like a biography of just us having video games and stuff like that. I have yet to see anyone from anti-GamerGates actually give a genuine biography of gaming like this. Go ahead, JT.
Yeah.
I just grew up with video games.
Hmm.
I just did, and you didn't, because you're a straight white cis male.
Hmm. You can't continue, JT. Now, I just had to put that out there.
There was a lot of games. There was a lot of games. Like, I really wanted to play imported games, and I had to get this little action power thing just to play them.
Action replay.
Yeah, the action replay thing. So
Does it? Like, it forces the game to boot.
yeah, it forces the game to boot an imported game by switching out the disc, which there's a little trick to that, which everybody knows. I remember you had to buy a little spring thing, and then just switch to your American disc to a Japanese disc, and then you had to put it in.
Damn. That's
Yeah.
dedication, man.
Yeah, and I played like Gundam Charge Counterattack and the Gundam fighting game. And then I forgot what the title was. But the charge counterattack was amazingly good. Even though it wasn't like the best game ever made, it was pretty good. There was also a friend of mine introduced me to, oh man, I think it was Armored Core. One of the Armored Core. It was called Armored Core Arena, which I played. And I remember cheating on that game like crazy. I used to remember playing that game, just playing the nuker. I was just nuking the hell out of everything, just going like, destroying everything in sight, and I loved every moment of it. Just playing, just beat. Even though I admit I was cheating on that game, that was the most funnest thing I ever loved about that game. You just customize whatever you want, and you just destroy it.
I cheated as hell when it came to Age of Empires. Jesus, having the babies with a grenade launcher was so much fun.
Yeah, especially in the PC generation. I remember playing Diablo. God, playing it online was hard to get a 56K modem working.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, hearing that beep 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 beep. Okay, then you're in. Those were fun times playing online with Diablo, and then you got Diablo 2. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were great times when you especially the expansion. But it's sad that I had to freaking for Diablo I had to freaking
A Cowland is the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, but remember the time when they had an issue with bootleg, when people kept cracking codes for the game?
I didn't play that
the
much.
Waltz generation.
I didn't play that.
Warts generation. People, no, not the game, but people kept cracking into the game. I remember I lost my freaking code key for Diablo, and they were asking for people to type in their code for their Diablo, and of course, what happened next was they kick you offline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they had an issue with people
cracking
and basically duplicating the code for the game, for the code keys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the code key basically, you remember those things.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, you had to type it in every time because for security reasons they.
Yep.
And of course, what happened next when I remembered buying it, I actually bought another copy of Diablo. Because I remember the other one was broken. I couldn't get the code key for that one. I had to get a new one. And oh boy, that was fun.
That's why pretty much all games are digital on PC these days.
Yeah,
because,
digital distribution.
Yeah,
Okay.
because of all the cracking and stealing the keys for games.
Yeah.
And game ban.
Yeah, and I remember playing Diablo, and I used to remember the cheat engines that people used. The cheat engine, and that was hard to detect people online for it, and that was fun. Let's see what else. After that was let's see. I didn't get the and then I got the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox after that.
Oh, you did? Yeah, Xbox was sold pretty well in the US. Didn't really sell here, to be honest.
Yeah, because it was just the bulky system. And I understood why people hated that system because it was the Xbox was such a bulky system. The PlayStation 2 actually had decent games but didn't have a lot of memory or hard drive back then. I remember I wanted to get the Final Fantasy online when it first, because they were advertising it and promoting it, but they didn't release it in the US at the time. They released it probably in Japan. And it was a shame too because the only game that I actually bought the modem of it and played FIFA.
Leon, you're sharing your screen.
Oh, I know I am. Is there a problem
Yeah,
with that? Is it causing to go out of control?
And I remember playing FIFA
Oh yeah, I better take this out.
at the time because I used to be so into soccer. I used to always be into soccer, and I used to play FIFA.
Football.
Football
Yeah,
to the
football,
regions.
football,
Football.
or football.
Here, this is how you guys are supposed to pronounce it. It's called soccer football. It's what's pronounced.
It's called football.
We just call it football, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, football.
The actual name for it is soccer football. Just so everybody know, it was actually designed by the British.
Yeah, and it was kind of fun though.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of fun playing it online. I was like surprised by it because I used to remember playing on Sega Saturn, but it's a shame that originally they had it online for. I first played that was my first online experience playing on the PS2 when they had what was that one game? I tried that out online once and it was called let me see, what was it called? Oh yeah. Because they had like several online games for PS2, and when they introduced the modem for the PS2, oh man, that was fun. Because they had several online games that you could play online. Remember for the PS2,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had
you had to buy that expansion set for the PlayStation 2. There's like this
and it
special
was
designs.
especially the modem when they introduced the hard drive. I wanted to get the hard drive because I heard that you can actually save your games on it, but
Mhm.
you
have
couldn't.
to jailbreak basically.
Yeah, and it was a shame too because back then, if they would have released that, they said they didn't want to do that because they felt that it would probably people would probably jailbreak it, like you said.
Mm-hmm. There's one game they did that with Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy Online, which
Final Fantasy.
I really wanted to get it, but I couldn't because I heard so many negative things about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they brought out when I bought the Xbox, there was like a whole bunch of games on that thing. I didn't get to. I was unlucky to play it on. I was very unlucky not to play it online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I played. Let's see, Halo, Halo 2, Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. What else? Let me see. There was like several RPGs that they had.
Ooh.
Kingdom. Oh, I forgot what it was called. Kingdom of.
I don't know.
Nah. And then you had. Then after that, there was like several games on that. There's a long history. I'm pretty sure
Sorry,
everyone has a long
my,
history.
Sorry, my mic fucked up.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
I blame.
At least it was better than yesterday's stream of JT's channel.
Yeah,
blame-
Matt kind of went overload on.
Oh, yeah.
He had to blow his load all over the place about that whole naked picture and then the dog thing. Oh man.
Oh, and then that. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Oh, he went too far. We deleted the stream, but he went too far yesterday.
What happened?
You
Who
could
was
see
on?
it, JT. What happened?
He kind of showed off some naked pictures of a dwarf sucking a guy's dick.
Who did?
Matt.
Matt.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
didn't show dwarf pictures of a dick.
Sucking a dick, basically.
Okay, but like which Matt?
It was a porn star.
Oh,
Okay.
I forgot dwarf porn's a thing. Everything.
Yeah, and
Quit being kinky, America.
yeah, and he went too far on that, and
He
I
could have
kicked him
ruined
out.
his channel.
He couldn't do that I kicked him out instantly, and then I think he came back in another account and
He
then
did 3 of them.
Bow, chick, bow, wow.
Into
Yeah.
the stream itself?
Yeah.
Did it come into the stream itself?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah,
Okay.
he came into the stream itself. Like it didn't happen once. It happened the second time while live streaming. I was live streaming this.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Prepare to get banned.
Yeah, because if you do that, you get banned. Because it's nothing personal against Matt. I'm sorry, Matt, that I kicked you out, but you kind of went too far on that one.
Who are you talking about? Matt. Who?
Matt.
Yeah, he's. I don't know his name. I know he's on our. I think he's on the Skype group.
Yeah, he's in our Skype group. He's just a kid, though. It's not like he's bad or anything. It's just
I'm Matthew. I'm a kid. I'm not bad or anything. I didn't
no,
post
you're not.
midget porn on your fucking stream.
Yeah, posting midget porn on your stream is a no-no, especially when there's like a crowd that's like underage. I used to remember Robin had an issue with kids, and he was like, we used to laugh at the fact that the kid was like 13, and he was dressing up as Harry Potter.
I remember the first time I went on Angie's stream, like, oh, are you that kid that dressed up the wizard outfit?
Oh yeah, yeah, because there was a kid that was known as Robin. Robin had an issue with kids showing up on the stream. He didn't want any kids showing up.
Yeah, Robin
This
Getty,
was like-
right?
Yeah, Robin Gethy, and of course this kid said, "Hey, I want to come in," and of course what happened next? The kid showed up live streaming.
Something happened to my computer. It like cut out for a second.
And it was so funny too. Everyone was they just couldn't help but laugh. But he kicked out the kid though, because it was just.
But it was perfect. I mean, who
Especially-
wouldn't want to see a kid in a fucking wizard outfit? Just
I know, it was so funny. I was like, that was like the best moment of our lives. We were like,
I can't
laughing.
fucking believe
Hey,
it.
can you guys still
There's a Matthew that's more
hear me?
that's more fucked up than me.
Hey, could you guys still hear me?
And the kid was like, especially Aladocious.
Hey guys, guys, is my mic on?
Yes,
Okay, something happened. Like my computer froze all of a sudden.
it does that sometimes.
Yeah, literally, I was playing just doing RuneScape while letting you guys talk, and it like locked up and just completely locked. A new computer like this shouldn't be doing this.
You probably need to get a new power, because you said you had issues with the power, right?
Yeah, it was going out earlier. It's brand new too. It's a Corsair,
A Corsair. What watts did you have it at?
750.
So did you guys see
750.
that Macintosh tweet about the male protagonist bingo?
Male protagonist bingo.
Yeah, it's like a bingo, and he's like, "Oh, every male protagonist, if you win this with the male protagonist," and it's like the most like a ton of cliches, and like everybody's doing it, and like none of these popular characters are fitting in, and then I just saw this one for a female character, and she won.
Macintosh is just being a dumbass.
Macintosh is a fucking idiot. He thinks
Yeah,
he's special because he got daddy's money on a fucking island.
There's a reason the term for Macintosh is a thing.
Full Macintosh.
yeah. But continuing on, I got the Xbox, and there's a lot of games on that system that I wanted to play.
Oh, Lisa sent me a link. She wants to jump in quickly, so I'm gonna get Lisa
And
on.
there's also Xbox 360, which I got a couple of games, fun games. Especially I got like the first. I didn't get it when I was like with my roommate at the time. I lost my PS3 when I was living with them.
Okay,
Oh,
give me
man.
a second here.
Yeah, I was lucky.
I'll send you a link.
I was lucky. I got the Xbox 360. That was some fun times. And after that, I got the PS3. Played a couple of games, fun times too. And then I got then after that, I got the Wii U. Fun times,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you get to play the old games. And
So
right
you-
now,
Do you have a Xbox One or a PS4 or just the Wii U?
right now. I got
Yeah.
all 3 systems, and I still have the
Holy
Xbox
crap.
360. Yeah,
Holy crap.
because they had the sale, man. Seriously, you should try to. Do they usually have sales in Europe?
No, not really when it comes to consoles.
Yeah, like if they lower the price on it.
No, the PS4 costs $750 or $800.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, what's up?
The
Hey,
Xbox
Lisa.
One is around $850,
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
we were in the discussion today of several things. First one up was the whole thing with Apple doing their new watch, basically.
I heard a little something about that,
The
but I'm not really
gold-plated
caught up.
watch.
They're making a full metal. They're making a gold one that cost $10,000,
The price of a Rolex.
What?
yeah.
and the battery life might be as low as 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Apple, it's not like you're scrambling for money or anything.
Mm-mm. Yeah, and the next one we were talking about was Randy Harper versus Susie Lulu, basically.
Hey, wait, maybe Macintosh can get the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy has enough money.
You can give us a review of how much Apple supports the patriarchy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
I mean, their CEO might be a gay man, but this is just patriarchal. So fucking patriarchal. I mean, there's not. I mean, just all these circles, they're obviously boobs. Obviously.
Spirals, man, spirals.
Only Macintosh could do something like that.
And then it goes on the whole Brianna Wu thing about how gay men aren't allies of women because they're men.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I'm like, so wait. Are you against all straight men, or are you just against men in general? I mean, you don't have to worry about them grabbing at you. They're not gonna, you know.
I mean, they aren't interested.
Hypocrisy at its finest, am I right, guys?
Yep, and we were talking about Randy Harper and all the shit she's pulled, and what's recently been going on with her.
What has recently been going on with her? I'm kind of out of the loop.
Sushi decided
she
to
called
write
her-
articles about her
Oh yeah, I read about
and
that.
her company, her new company.
I heard she got fired or something.
Yeah, she got fired from Old John forever ago, and there was like this anon post I remember, and like, of course, if it's true that it pretty much means everybody at her fucking business hated her and they wanted her gone.
Yeah,
And
they
this
kinda- they wrote
surprises
about it
no
too.
one.
They even wrote about it too. That Free SB does not represent us.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll still keep this thing going for maybe 30 more minutes. I was gonna keep this thing going for like an hour and a half, but I'll keep it going for another 30 minutes.
Well, you got other things to do.
Yeah, I have to. I have a lot of things I have to get done today. All right, I'm not gonna be on the chat Wednesday. I have a dentist appointment and stuff like that. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna actually have a test Wednesday, but after that, I'm gonna be done, so I might get on.
Wednesday might be the last stream I could be on for a while because the next day I'm getting dental surgery done.
oh, you're getting dental surgery done tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow. Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
So
Ugh.
Wednesday will probably be. Yeah. Okay. Here's what's happening. I'm getting a good chunk of my teeth taken out and getting replacements put in.
Mm.
So yeah,
Cool. That's gonna be fun and not painful.
Oh yeah.
What?
Well,
You must have brushed. I mean,
eating disorder. That was a
oh,
kid.
eating disorder. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that will mess your junk up.
Yeah,
really
the
bad.
acid from your stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the acid from your stomach. Yeah, I get it now.
yeah, it's been almost 9 years since I gave that up, and it still affects my health today. So.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, anyone listening that knows of anyone that is dealing with that, get them help as soon as possible because even after they quit, they're going to be dealing with the after effects for years to come. But that's where a good chunk of my toothaches come from.
Yeah, from your teeth that are being bad, and then you have to get replacements. So they doing like dentures, or they actually putting them in?
Dentist for now. I'm saving up to get them put in permanently.
Oh, permanently? Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
that's going to
gonna
suck.
it's gonna be painful.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, on the bright side, maybe I can actually show up on webcam like some of the others in the stream do on occasion.
Mm.
Other than that,
Mm.
any other gaming news stuff?
Besides Harper and if you want to talk about the sock puppet, you can.
Oh my god.
I hear
And
your
40
voice
tweet, not your shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we basically. Oh man, there's a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I still keep seeing the memes with Mr. Sacco, Mankind's Mr. Sacco.
Shoot.
I still
I'm still
keep seeing
seeing
those.
memes from SVU, so
No, but I mean, Mr. Sacco is being put up with what's his name face on him. Damn it,
Schaefer.
Tim Schafer's face on from the WWF days when it was Mankind Wrestling.
yeah.
McFarlane's character Mankind, he had Mr. Sacco, the sock puppet, and he just says, "Hi, my name is Mr. Sacco."
Yeah, I noticed there were two comparisons people kept making. One of them was that one. The other one was the one that I kept making, which was a reference to Omniscient. You okay?
Oh, yeah, give me a second. I have had a problem. I'll be back.
I think he had a cramp.
Ouch.
Yeah, but he also had an injury as well.
Oh god.
Yeah, it
I
was
had ulcers a couple years ago. They were awful.
Oh god, Ty still has those. That's why he can't drink alcohol anymore.
Like seriously, for pretty much like 6 months, I was pretty much like in constant pain. It was fucking awful.
Man.
It's not fun when you feel like your stomach's being like stabbed and then lit on fire.
First, the
So,
stupid
you know.
computer door. First, that stupid door on my computer injures me, and now I just cough and my head starts hurting.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, the computer door fell when I was working on it, hit my toe and sliced it open. Had to get 6
Ooh.
stitches, and now I'm back.
Oh
and
shit!
Yeah,
Fucking hey, dude. You okay?
yeah, I'm fine now.
I will say, when it comes to headaches or whatever from coughing, there's one that I've noticed this happens.
It caused me
Very-
problems.
Yeah. Well, something that happens every now and then with women, it's happened to me too. Every now and then I'll cough so hard it feels like my uterus just busted open, and I'm just kind of crying in pain for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I kind of get that. Cough and then something starts hurting like a motherfucker. But yeah, I noticed that Kotaku in Action put the sock puppet right next to Ethics. So,
Yeah.
do we have an update on how Ethics is doing?
Ethics?
Yeah, the sea lion.
Okay.
You didn't know about that?
No, I didn't know.
Okay,
You didn't-
so okay, you want
Ethics in games journalism?
No, there's a sea lion.
Yeah,
There's-
there's a sea
yeah.
lion that they saved, and I don't know what happened.
And they named it Ethics, and its habitat was called games journalism.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand, this was after people started calling us this is after aggro started calling us sea lions.
Yeah, after like the whole like sea lion.
Yeah,
sea
actually,
lion.
that was Randy Harper that called us that
Well,
No, I think
apparently
that was first
when she
stuff.
did the block bot thing. Because
No, but also I think the
Just to
first
let
time I heard it.
Just to let everybody know who plays Grand Theft Auto 5, that's what the GamerGate crew is called, with me and Queenie Martha and a few others.
Oh, I need to get
Sea
that video.
lions.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
they-
Let me join that crew.
Oh, on Thursday I'm going to be doing a video stream. Yeah, you're going to be out of it, Lisa, on Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
some
I'm
reason
going to
I
be
joined
doing
a
This
group
Week in
called
Gaming
Burn.
and stuff like that, but if there's anything you want me to say at all, just message me.
Will do.
Just send me anything tomorrow or Wednesday.
Are your week in gaming streams open? I'd be glad to.
I'm welcoming anybody, but I'm not putting a live invite thing on Twitter again or on our Skype chat again. I'm not going to do a live open invite again. I'm not doing that again. What
Because,
happened
you know.
last Monday?
Mhm.
What happened last Monday?
But
And
who
you-
doesn't enjoy a 13-year-old dressed up in a wizard costume posting midget porn. I mean,
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. JT. It happened
Oh,
on
God.
JT's stream last
Yeah,
night.
Matt kind of went overboard on it.
Who did?
Matt or Matthew.
Mhm.
not me.
Yeah, not you, not him. It's another kid.
Oh, was it?
The kid from Australia.
Oh yeah, we were like,
This was
oh.
an American accent the whole time. Here comes midget porn.
Yeah, here comes midget porn.
And then he
Oh, God.
posted it. And then he posted something. I did the joke of it being like, "Oh look, that's Sarah Butts' private videotape."
Oh!
I
Oh
kicked him out when he showed
my
the
Yes.
Well,
I kicked him out when he showed the midget porn. I was like,
And
nope,
then,
sorry.
then he came back in with another account, which we like to call sock puppet account, and then it showed a dog with a woman. And then
oh,
so
my
that was Sarah Butt's
God.
yeah, that's what I joked about being Sarah Butts' private videos. And then we gave him a chance to get rid of it, and he didn't. And then
God. I'm so sorry you had to see that shit. Oh my God, that's
I know he went too far on it, trying to
we tried getting back in, and then we decided, okay, we had enough with this, and we used a little YouTube app on here, and we were watching some freaking hilarious videos. Randomness
from my buddy who's called Shimmer Crash.
Oh, that's your friend?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's a good guy.
We could show some after the stream. We could put the little YouTube app up. You have to get that under the app list, please, Lisa.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you'll love him. He's like a My Little Pony fan as well.
Andrea Doll's back.
What's up?
Hey.
What's up?
Hmm.
I still want to show you guys the Ava Bridge if you have the time.
Okay,
Ava,
I'll
you
make
mean
some more
Ava?
time. I'll extend the time.
Abridged?
I'll extend the time for you guys, but since it's not any of the out of control ones, so I'll extend the time.
Eva Abridged.
Lisa,
It's called Ava Bridge.
Lisa, you have to realize now. Tim Schafer said you're a sock puppet, so.
Hi, my name is Mr. Socko. Pleased to meet you.
Oh wow, crap! You know what? I was so pissed about that because oh my God, he totally uncovered my secret, you guys. I've been a dude this whole time.
Yeah.
Ready?
I just have I guess chest tumors or something. I don't know.
Okay, I'll be.
How does it feel with all that chest hair and?
Oh God! Oh my God! Razors are a nightmare, man. Do you know how much I pay per month?
Yeah. And all the itching of the balls. I mean.
Oh
My sock
God!
puppet made out of
Okay,
toilet
let's not
paper.
get back into last
Doobie
week's
gapers are
discussion.
evil.
Good
God.
one, kid.
I'm just making the point that Tim Schafer basically says there are no women in
I'll be
Gamergate.
back in a second.
Yeah, Tim Schafer could go fuck himself with that. You know what? I feel so bad for that puppet. I do. I feel so bad for that puppet because God
Yeah,
knows.
having his.
It's not like it's sentient. It had no choice in the matter.
That makes it even worse.
It was rape.
Oh my God, that makes it even worse. Yeah.
Why is Tumblr losing it?
Oh my God. Okay. The saddest thing is that I made the comparison when we talked about this on the mainstream, about how he kind of reminds me of Slowpoke because most aggros dropped that narrative months ago.
Oh yeah.
And so here he comes saying something that, they all stopped saying, I think in the second or third month of Gamergate, somewhere around there, because we get proven wrong so many times. And I can imagine a few aggros seeing that and kind of face-palming like, oh my God, dude, we dropped that so long ago.
We get it. You disagree with us and you have a vagina. You're still Satan, though.
It's like everyone's in the party having a joke, and then 3 weeks later, when everyone's the joke has been so overdone, hey guys, did you hear about this?
Exactly.
You
So
know
it's
what?
literally an arrow to the knee.
Oh
They
God,
believe-
Kai says that shit all the time.
There's
even
like a
now.
joke on. There's like a joke about Gamergazi. If you tell them that Gamergate is about
Gamergazi
to,
yourself?
yeah, if you tell Gamergazi that you are a Gamergater and you want to kill them, They would honestly believe your lie
Mhm.
if you lie to them about it.
You completely missed what I was saying. I'm like, oh, Gamer Guys, you being a joke?
Yeah, being a goat. Yeah, but
Gamer Guys itself is a
they're
joke.
always so gullible to believe in anything. If you post something like, I admit, Gamergate is about harassing women, they'll honestly believe that too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They'll believe in
Gamergate-
anything like.
Gamergazzi, yeah, they.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be real.
If anyone claims that oh my God, Gamergate kicked my dog, Gamergate stole my bike, Gamergate, yeah, they would believe
Gamergate
that stuff.
blew up an
It's-
apartment complex.
It's
Yeah,
basically the thanks Obama joke.
Yeah, it is. It is
yeah,
Sex
it's
Obama all
like
over again.
they honestly believe in all these weird ass stories. Like for example, game. There was one that I remembered someone tried to bring up about a guy from went to a lesbian protest and demanded a lesbian orgy.
What? Who in their freaking mind?
Ugh.
I mean, I'm laughing because it's freaking dumb as shit. But
I know.
Yeah.
It's just
And they thought,
Macintosh
and,
all nice.
and it was so funny. A lot of people were like typing it. I think someone would probably type it in and believe that it was Gamergate's fault. Like, no.
Yeah.
Gamergate harassed a kind of strong, independent women.
Yeah.
Yeah, strong, independent women that need men to
And,
write their scripts
we
down.
talked about this on my
Strong,
stream.
independent white women with rainbow hair who don't need no man because that'll be rape.
Hey, you know what? I can say this. At least if I write a script for a video, at least I write my own fucking script. I don't ask Ty to do it for me. I write my own script.
Anita.
Exactly.
Yeah, you do your own thing.
I mean,
But does Ty have an island? Think about that.
No, but that's fine.
But he doesn't have an island. He's not Jonathan with his shitty male bingo.
Well, unlike Jonathan, I'm sure, judging by the looks of him, Ty is twice as good in bed, so...
Oh, good one, girl.
I would not
Just
be
being
surprised
honest.
if Jonathan was cucked at one point in his life.
You know what? That would not surprise me at all.
oh man.
I'm surprised he hasn't gotten
That's
castrated.
probably why he's such a radical feminist. Like he's not the
No,
natural.
I'm not sure about Jonathan. I don't know what he's done with
I-
this.
He's been an idiot.
Yeah.
That's all
here's-
he's been. But I mean, there's very few women that would even want to be with a guy like that.
And that's exactly why he's doing this. Every day when I see something new from him, I have to resist the urge to just tweet at him, dude, they're not gonna fuck you. You can give it up now.
Yeah, just like all those men that are standing by Anita Sarkeesian, even
Yeah.
as far as to threaten other people,
Yeah.
they're going to say,
Sorry, baby Bob. Nobody's attracted.
Anita Sarkeesian's not going to sleep with you. And yeah, she might be a sort of attractive woman, but she's not going to sleep with you. I mean,
Can't say that for Brianna.
Oh.
It's not because she's trans either.
You know what? As much as I dislike this woman, I will say that even I thought that all the aggro's turning on her just for having coffee with a developer on the quote unquote other side was completely out of line.
Yeah.
But
But
The
that
fact that
just
she's
shows
trying to-
how they don't care. If you just do anything they disagree with, you're fucked.
it's for us or against us with him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of chuckled a little bit when I saw that in all the screenshots I kept seeing, one name kept coming up, and it's the girl. It's the I don't know if it's a girl or whatever, but she's the one with the profile picture of what I like to call Sieg Heil Vivian.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lillian.
Yep. Yeah,
Actually-
that baffles me so much. It's like,
I
okay,
actually heard a rumor that was art stolen from a GGer.
yeah, it was. It is a blatant recolor of a picture of Vivian. And here's the thing: the first time I saw it, I'm like, so this is what aggro's using. Okay, so they're trying to say that they are against fat shaming. They want, they kind of complain about the color pink in all of their little things against video games,
It's-
and they
Going on about how pig's like a gender identifier, and then they have a
Right.
mascot. It's a fucking Aryan. She's skinny. She's fucking she's
Yeah.
fucking wearing pink.
Yep. And I'm just like, oh good, my slow clap processor made it into this thing, so we have that.
Round of applause. Come on,
Oh.
come on, everyone. Round of applause.
The whole IGF awards with the so-called rant which they had against Gamergate is so atrocious to just listen
never-
All
I
the
didn't see
white
it.
people that were there.
I know, right? I saw it, and I'm looking at the audience going, that's a shit ton of white dudes there.
I
Yeah.
saw this picture of the line to like Leigh Alexander's panel at GDC where she announced Off-World, and like it was all fucking white people. I'm not even fucking kidding. I did
Oh
not
no, that's the way it always is.
fucking black person. No, they're like every other time. Like you might see like one black guy, but no, this is like fucking milk. This is fucking milk, and there isn't no goddamn mocha.
And you know what's so funny? They were all like
Yeah, no, I want
bearded. They
coffee.
had like beards and such.
Well, I mean, most wannabe hipsters have the. I mean, look at Phil Fish.
Phil Fish has like fucking Andy Kaufman's hair. and-
No, don't you dare insult Andy Kaufman like that.
He's
No, I'm
always
not
been a good
consulting
guy.
Andy Kaufman because Andy Kaufman's fucking hilarious and
Yeah.
you know.
I
Yeah.
swear, every time I see a picture of him, all I can think is his mustache looks like pubic hair.
And now he's like starting
Sorry,
to
it does.
Jeez.
and like at least in the DJ Physics picture.
I'm gonna
he's
flip
starting to
on a
look
screen
fucking
share for a
number-
second here, guys. JT actually showed it, put up a tweet, and I want to share this with everybody.
Go
I-
ahead.
I want to
Okay,
find Bakastash again.
Here we go. Here we go. There's that one right there. Female employees at Montreal studio, the one you're looking at right there.
Mm-hmm.
See difference of race, ethnicity, just a lot of women. Look at all those women at Ubisoft Montreal. There's
There's
a lot
like one
there.
Asian.
To be fair, Ubisoft
But-
Montreal is the largest game studio in the world.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just to be fair, that there's a lot of female employees there.
Yeah.
Unlike what they're saying, and here's what Brianna
And they're
Wu's
bitching about,
audience attacks.
yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
all the
and
men
they're
there. Look at all the
bitching
white
about-
men.
Wait. I think I see
I
an
don't-
Asian at the very, very back. I'm not joking. I think I see one Asian girl at the very, very back.
What, way back
Oh
there?
look, I see a woman. I see a woman.
Right there, I
another-
see a woman.
You see, woman, it is good.
And
We
there's
see
a woman, I
women.
think,
It
right
is
Yeah,
good
there.
women,
like
it's
one
a
There's
hot
two
woman.
dog.
women right back there, but I'm just saying.
Okay,
Look at all
hang on.
those-
Let me do a screen share so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. I seriously think that
You can
I just saw-
you can do close-ups on Zoom, right?
I believe. Hang on. Let me zoom in a touch. Oh crap! Too much. Fuck you, computer. Oh.
I don't think that'll go over well if you would fucking computer, Lisa.
You have two
Just saying.
notifications. Oh my god.
Oh my god, oh I can't. Well,
I can't see it. What the hell? Hang on.
I mean, everybody bitched about not having a female in the co-op part of the game. I mean, Jesus.
Okay, if she's right back there.
She's right in front, too.
Yeah, there
Front
is one
middle.
right in front. There's one right in front, and then there's another one back there.
hey Lisa, check your notifications.
Oh god.
That's probably porn.
Oh god, porn.
Who sent that to her?
Hey,
Oh, I sent her a Lamau.
okay.
Well, the whole rant thing with the IGF thing, it was just
I didn't
so
see the
funny.
rant. Can you send me a link?
Max,
Max,
I posted it on Reddit. I can probably find it. It's just so cringeworthy.
Like even more cringeworthy than fucking Tim Schafer. With his,
It's up there. I would say it's up
like
there.
with his, like we didn't even get into the fact his math was fucked, and he's supposedly a game designer.
Oh god, yes, that. Oh my god, I saw that and I just kind of went. Okay.
And 40 tweet, not your shield, except you said 50 people and you said 42. Oh my god, dog, please quit barking. I'm talking to people.
It's like, man, I suck at math, but man, even I know that's not right.
But I got $13 million. I must be smart. Oh wait, no, I blew it all on like fucking hiring
Here we
Idiot.
go.
Elijah Wood.
I posted the video in the Reddit link, so it's
Oh yeah, the thing about the rank from the prompter.
yeah.
Oh my god, that one. It's like,
Oh my god, they read the rant off a
Yep.
prompter?
Yeah.
oh my god. Okay, the only time I would be okay with something similar to that is if you every now and then if I do a rant, I will jot down a couple of points I want to make, but
Yeah,
the rest
same
of it, yeah, the rest of it is just completely off the top of my
Now
head.
I'm wondering if that Tim Schafer thing was fucking scripted.
Yeah,
Probably.
the whole thing with my rants is I have a few points to keep it coherent,
Exactly.
to
Same
go
here.
off or like just rambling. It's just to have a
And 40 tweeted out your shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sock puppet that went way too far because there are a lot of women, Lisa being one of them.
And like I actually saw people like in the Skype chat and then fucking supporting like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No, here's the thing. I wasn't offended by the sock puppet thing. Number one, because like I said, that narrative got dropped years ago, so him bringing out the sock puppet just made me a little sad, because it's like, oh, he's trying so hard to
yeah.
sit
But
at
the
the
thing
pool
is,
table.
this was supposed to be a
Hey San Francisco, I'm at SJW too. Screw them goobly gappers.
I know, right?
The whole thing with it, why I got kind of pissed off, is that this is not an arena for politicizing.
No, I agree with you on that one, and I do think it was in bad taste. I'll even say that the IGF jab he made a short while later was also in bad taste, even though I did find that one amusing, admittedly. That did get a chuckle out of me. No, it was in bad taste. It shouldn't have been there. I mean, I have no problem with people telling jokes at award ceremonies like that. I mean, that's kind of part of the
But
reason.
he made the whole thing political by
Yeah.
talking about that shit.
Yeah.
So
he went
I also
too
read
far.
somewhere that Anthony Birch did some videos for the new.
Oh, Anthony Birch.
Oh shit! For Hey Ash, what you playing? Oh shit! He fucking did. And it's literally a parody of social justice warriors. I gotta fucking watch this. I'm giving you the link. I'm giving you the fucking link. This
I
is
saw
gonna
that.
be
Okay,
dumb
we
as
can
fuck.
watch.
I haven't
How about
seen it
this,
yet.
guys? After I finish the stream in like a little bit, we could watch that
Yeah, sure.
on here.
Hey guys, but still, do you remember the story about how Anthony only got fucking popular because of his little fucking web show that was only good because of his sister
Yeah.
Yeah, he
and
had
his dad? Mostly his dad.
people really a lot of people went there because of Ashley, but
I went there.
Oh,
I went
sorry.
there because of his dad. That was fucking hilarious.
He was-
I watched the 2014 awards, and Ashley and Anthony Birch made fun of gamers pretty much with our social justice bullshit.
Yeah. Kind of relevant because of, I know it was a few weeks ago, but still, it was a conversation I was having with someone last night on Twitter. Movie Bob, he had said, remember recently he tweeted about how, gamers were taking their hobby too seriously and he hated people like that, da-da-da. Well, there was also, someone posted that with a picture of him trying to cosplay as Super Mario, and apparently, some people didn't know this, he wrote an entire freaking book about Super Mario 3. I will not read it. I will,
Really?
Girl, you
And
need to learn
he-
Cal more.
And
Yeah.
he judges us. What a fucking hypocrite.
Oh, no. You want entertaining? Go look at the book reviews. Those are more entertaining than the book. I'm seeing people going, I am going to kill the friend that recommended this to me because this is the most boring piece of shit I have ever read. I would rather, I would rather read Battlefield Earth.
I'd rather read Tiberius.
Oh yeah, that movie was horrible, but it was.
No, okay, no, oh my
I don't think people
God.
realize how much fucking work the Jace guy put into his persona. He wrote 2 fucking books for it.
Well, okay, here's the thing with that book, though. I read a little bit of the intro. I'm a grammar Nazi.
yeah.
I cried after reading the first page of the fucking introduction. Oh my god. Okay, dude. Copyright or copy editor, dude. Get someone to make sure you're using proper fucking grammar. It's not that hard.
He's
Oh
too
my
busy
God.
getting in road races with Brianna Wu in heaven with his fake ass persona.
Yeah, you know what depresses me? Back when I was younger and a lot dumber, I actually, I actually did like the game Overthinker back in its earlier days. And again, I was young and stupid at the time. But when he started putting, taking out less of talking about games and making more of the sketch comedy type show, I lost interest. I'm like, yeah, no. You're
What
not
show?
Game Overthinker.
Girl.
Yeah.
Go home, gamer girl.
Ugh, that just... I don't know who came. I don't know.
Once again, I'm on my computer. I am home. So suck it.
Go home, gamer girl.
I'm home already!
Okay, shut up.
Suck my imaginary dick.
Go home, gamer girl.
I'm sorry, Leon. I had to.
Okay.
But shouldn't we all just go home?
I thought we were
I'm
all
home
mostly
right now.
home.
Or
Yeah.
should we
I'm right now in my
gone
house.
home?
Oh, fuck that game.
Oh.
Okay, I said this on the major stream before, but I decided to see what the big deal was, and I tried playing it. About an hour in, Ty just kind of looks over my shoulder, looks at the screen, glances at me, and goes, "Are you actually gonna, do anything in this game?" I just stop and go, "That's a good fucking question."
Mm-hmm. All you're doing is walking around the house.
The whole fucking red herring, like throwing up shit like JFK assassination theories or like fucking Lovecraftian horror, and like,
I
oh
know,
no,
right?
it's just two teenage girls fucking.
Basically.
So
Look,
down.
don't get me wrong. I would, being bisexual myself, I wouldn't mind seeing more LGBT in games. Don't get me wrong on that.
I don't think anybody would mind.
No. Well, okay, maybe a small
I would like
minority,
to.
but
I would like to see an LBG orgy on Dragon Age.
exactly that would be pretty. But just I mean, the thing that got me is if some people enjoyed it, fine. I understand. Not everyone's gonna. I'm not gonna enjoy the games that everyone else likes, and I'm not expecting people to like the games that I like. That's fine. God knows I've gotten my fair share of shit from people on the major stream because I love Destiny, but, to each their own.
I know,
That's
People have their own
shit
preferences
for-
of what games they like, different taste.
I faced
Exactly.
a lot of shit for actually enjoying some of PewDiePie's videos. So yeah,
I do too, actually.
I don't really mind anybody enjoying PewDiePie's videos. They're okay. I'm not complaining.
I can understand why some people wouldn't like him, though.
Well-
But me personally, if I'm having a bad day, his videos sometimes can make me feel a little better.
I'm
so I can
surprised.
appreciate
I'm
that.
surprised a guy made a PDF about him, complaining about him.
People are stupid, man. If this whole thing has taught me anything. But like I was saying, I'm not expecting people to like, and it's something I've been saying on my channel for years. You like what you like. That's fine. But when you start lying to your consumers, and funny enough, it was that thing that made Ty realize why I was part of the reason I was so gung-ho about Gamergate, because he was asking me about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to show you something. Remember that Gone Home game, the logging simulator? He just goes, oh, good, yeah. And so I pulled up a couple of the game reviews for it, and he's looking at it, what the fuck? It wasn't that good. I'm like, exactly. Now you see it? He goes, oh, okay.
It was
okay.
Gone Home the reason why why I'm really pissed off at Adam Sessler.
Yeah.
You know what? I lost interest in him years ago.
Yeah, Adam, you know what was so funny? Back in 2013, he did a video about ethics.
You know what? I've noticed this is becoming a thing with a lot of aggros. It's like we start looking back a few years, and we see them talking about basically wanting the exact same thing that we're talking about now, that they're bashing us for. It's like...
Yeah, I
know,
talked
and
about
Adam-
this. Although last stream, I think you were there, JT, where Ben
Yeah.
Kuchera 3 years ago
Yes,
talked
I was
about
on
having
that too.
ethics.
Yes, I remember. I was part of that too. Oh my god! I just went, wow, money and poon can really change people, huh?
Yeah,
Money
well.
and crack.
Oh,
Good
it's
villain.
sad though.
I hate to say it. That's probably more accurate.
I
Just
mean,
Oh yeah, I saw that video. There's no way in fuck that it's like some neurological thing. No, he was tripping balls.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
the thing with Gone Home, I saw Chris Reagan's video about him playing it, and he finished it in like a minute or 2 minutes, and that was it. And
Okay.
everybody gave it a 9 or a 10, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay,
Mhm.
something else that I have said. Okay, I don't have a problem with a game if you can finish quickly. I'm gonna bring up the example I used last time, Far Cry 4. You could play it the way you're supposed to play it, and that took me about 2.5, 3 weeks to finish. Or here's the other way you can finish it. You can finish it in about 20 minutes this way. Once you get through the majority of the beginning, you're sitting in Paga Min's house. He says, "I have something I have to take care of. I will be right back." Now, usually you would leave and, the rest of the game would start up. However, you have the option to just kind of walk around that room for about 15 minutes. After about 15 minutes, Pokemon will come back in, say, all right, good, you're still here, let's go do this. You go spread your mom's ashes, you find out about your little sister, spoiler alert, by the way. You find out about your little half-sister, and the game's over. You just finished Far Cry 4 in 20 minutes. That's fine.
That is one horrible glitch.
It's not a glitch. It was a Easter egg they put in.
Oh.
That
It
was an
reminded,
Easter egg
it
they put
reminded
in.
me of this thing I read the other day. There was going to be an alternate ending to Portal 2.
Mhm.
Early on in the game, the moon was going to be visible. You would shoot at it, and like in the ending with Wheatley. I don't give a shit about spoilers. The game's 3 years old. It's
Yeah.
fucking amazing. If you haven't played it yet, go play it.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then Exile Vilify would kick in, but nobody noticed it, so they took it out and retooled it for the ending.
Yeah, okay. Portal 2, that was one of the best endings, especially right before you shoot the moon. You hear Wheatley go, "Oh, are you still alive?" And I'm like, I see what you did there.
You know what I see? What you did there.
Exactly. And then I'm like, I had not seen the ending before playing it. And I'm sitting there with Ty, and I'm playing through it, and I see the moon, and I just go, wait, you're not. And then I see, there goes the portal towards the moon. And me and Ty both glance at each other, jaws hanging open, glance back at the screen, like, oh my god, it's happening! And then you're on the moon. And
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
get-
holy fuck, that is so awesome!
That was like the best. That was the best ending to a game I've ever
Yeah,
played. I'm not gonna say spoiler for Portal 2 because Portal 2's
Yeah.
been out for a freaking long time, but
I wouldn't say it's the best. It's in my top 5. The ending for Metal Gear Solid 4 is a tearjerker and a half, man.
I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 4 yet.
I've seen grown men.
Episode 2, though.
I've seen
Please
grown
don't
men.
spoil it.
wrestling.
I have it in my backlog. I'm about to start it, so.
Seriously though, the ending of the ending of Half-Life 2 Episode 2 made me cry, and not just because there's no way in fuck we're getting that sequel for at least another 2 years.
Hmm.
they're still playing the online they're still modding that game. They're still making.
You know what? That's become a joke to newbie. I've noticed this. If there's a newbie gamer, a gamer that's kind of new to, the franchise or whatever, I have seen so many times.
I'm a
they come
newbie.
up- I have seen so many posts from these newbies going, "Oh my God, did you guys hear? Someone on this site just told me that Half-Life 3 is confirmed," and most of us are just going, "Oh my."
Yeah.
Seriously though,
Yeah, it's not
Half-Life 2
gonna
is gonna be out in
happen.
2016. 2016 or 2017. It's been in development, in its current form, it's been in development since at least about 2011.
Yeah.
No, I seriously think that Gabe Newell just doesn't like the number 3.
Mm-mm.
It's sad when your boyfriend's 12-year-old nephew tells you that joke.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. He spent the weekend a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about Portal and everything, and he made that joke at the dinner table, and I almost spit mashed potatoes all over the table because I started laughing hysterically at that. Hey,
Teaching the kids well.
I didn't teach him that. at all. He's like, yeah, I
Whoever
can't do
did
another
is
show.
teaching the children well.
I know, right? Oh man, when I first met that kid, he was 8 years old and a Sonic fanboy, and oh
Oh,
my
God.
god, he grew out of it. He grew out of it. It's okay. He grew out of it.
Okay, you better have, because I swear to God, if he ended up growing up to be Christian.
Oh fuck.
I mean, I'd probably watch it and laugh my ass off.
Oh god,
Sonic's arms aren't blue.
Yeah, I mean, just look at Sonic Boom. Jesus Christ, what a boom!
But
And because Sonic's arm is not blue, and Sonic's arms are blue and nothing else.
oh god.
Yeah, I think
Fucking
it's
arms.
hilarious, the Sonic thing.
Yeah, like I said,
I'm gonna go
luckily
get my
he grew
mace.
out
I'm
of
gonna
it.
go mace you all. Be right
Oh, God.
back.
But like I said, he grew out of it, and now he's talking about he's talking about a lot of he's getting into playing a lot of the games that I play. So
You see, the thing about me is, when I was growing up, Sonic was in that shit era, so I didn't grow up a crazy-ass Sonic fan, which is
I'm
great.
sorry.
Yeah, I know. One of my first PS3, my first PS3 game was Sonic Unleashed. That was fun.
The first console, the first hook up to a TV console I ever had was a Sega Genesis, and it came with a copy of the Sega 2. So, but I had a game. That wasn't the first game I ever played. The first game I ever played was Link's Awakening on the Game Boy.
I liked Link's Awakening. Bink.
Pretty much.
Okay, so now that we've brought up this, I kind of want to ask you guys something. What do you think of the whole thing with the Netflix show, and how there seems to be a group of people that want Link to be a girl?
Okay, first
I
off,
think
that
it's
Netflix
stupid.
show is gonna be fucking shit, and that nothing
Yeah.
is gonna change it.
Actually, there's some Netflix shows that I liked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Netflix has put out a couple of good original programs, so I actually have some faith that they won't completely mess it up.
But the only issue I have is don't change the gender of the character or a race. That's the only issue I have with stuff.
You know what does gender bending and race bending? Fan fictions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just one sec. You just hear me out. How many people would be pissed off if Shaft was white?
Oh.
Fucking lose it.
Just think about that for 1 second.
Yeah.
And to
then,
be fair, people
and then turn it around. And just think, people would get pissed when instead of using old characters and changing them, make new fucking characters.
And see, that's what
But
I'm
that
getting at.
requires work.
That's what I'm getting. That's my view with this whole thing. If the show is based on an already established game, don't change the gender at all. Just leave Link as is. However, if they come up with a completely new story not based on any game, I honestly wouldn't have too big a problem with it. Because it's not the established canon of a game that already exists. If it was a completely new story, I wouldn't have too much of an issue with it, to be honest. I just don't think they
To be
should.
honest, like that's what I think about Human Torch in the new Fantastic Four movie being
Yeah.
being black, because like it's not an adaptation. Like it's gonna take parts from the Ultimate Comics, but apparently it's gonna be a completely original story. So
Right. And
whatever.
it's kind of the same thing with Spider-Gwen, which I actually did get the first issue of and read. It's a completely different universe.
Yeah, but just the whole thing is with Fantastic Four is that Susan and Johnny Storm are supposed to be brother and sister,
Well, that's what families exist.
and they're fucking it up. I mean, I don't have any issue using
Adoption?
Huh?
Adoption?
Yeah, one of them could be adopted.
Yeah, I don't know, but the whole the thing is the issue I have with these sorts of things is just I personally don't think they should change. I mean, there are characters like Black Panther how would minorities feel if they changed it to white dude?
In all
I'd
honesty,
be
if I'm
fucking
not,
pissed if they changed Black Panther to a white guy too.
yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I know at one point that that character was actually dead. So I don't know.
Mhm.
But I honestly, my whole theory about that whole thing, I think they're just doing it because they have a huge Marvel crossover planned for later on, and we can't have Chris Evans playing both Johnny Storm and Captain America.
No,
Yeah,
they're
but
doing it because
Yeah.
Fox is about to lose their rights. Was going to lose their rights if they didn't make a movie.
They probably would try to change the actor for it.
yeah, but the reboot is already rebooted it. I mean, they couldn't have used the same character anyway. So
Yeah.
No, the Fantastic Four reboot is because Fox is going to lose the rights if they didn't make it.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it pretty much has nothing to do with that.
But like I was saying, with
And also, to be honest, I would be open to a Miles Morales Spider-Man movie.
Oh man.
Yeah, but they said
still
it
think
was
on the
Peter
fence on that
Parker. They already said it's Peter Parker. So
Yeah, but I would be open to it, especially like with the rumors going around. They're looking for like a teenage actor.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a few minutes left for the stream to keep going. I was like, when did I start this? 2 o'clock. It's been like an hour overdue.
Yeah.
How I was gonna have the stream go before.
yeah, I
Yeah.
actually have to go anyway because Ty should be on his
Okay.
way home. We got to go grab
Okay.
dinner and stuff.
Okay, so
Be back in a
any
second.
final thoughts you guys want to say before I close it?
Hey, Lamau.
Okay, that's yours. Lisa,
Keep gaming, keep being awesome, guys.
JT,
Hmm?
have any final thoughts before I close it, the broadcast?
Have fun and enjoy yourselves, guys.
You too, Andrea, at all?
I don't have anything to say really.
Okay. Well, it's been a great time hanging with you guys.
Same.
Hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna have another stream out Thursday, This Week in Gaming and stuff like that, where I'm gonna be talking about, for the most part, about the heist missions in Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm gonna play the hell out of it when it comes out tomorrow. So I'll let you guys know how if it passed or failed. So
And
probably-
see you guys
Wow.
later then. And anybody who wants to join in, message me on Twitter. And I'll let you guys in on the chat. We'll
Cool,
see you guys
but
later.
I just want you all to know, hey, Lamau.
Okay. All right. Okay, we're checking out. See you guys later.